Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here giving you guys your Pick 3 Connecticut workout. I want you guys to make sure you're paying attention to possible hits literally running straight across the rundowns. And I want to share with you some key digits, some hot spots to pay attention. Now, I can't guarantee hits on this channel or in the membership, but I definitely hope the information that's shared here will help you decide what hot numbers are good for your state, okay? So we're going to backtrack this a few days here, okay? Learn how to make sure you're keeping daily notes. Connecticut has 2 draws per day. They have a day and they have a night. So we're going to go to January 6th, the night game, which was 706 that hit, okay? So what I need to do is put the rundown together. So how do we form all these numbers in that rundown? Okay, so you can start searching for patterns. What we need to do is we need to lock in the hit, and then we're going to add each of those numbers down the columns. So for the first column, we're going to add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 7 is 10. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 2. Okay? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Use that 1. Okay? 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7. So you know you did it right. The number you start with will be the number you end with. Awesome, right? Well, simple. So then you would add 1 all the way down that second column, 7 all the way down the third column. Okay? Now, there's a couple of techniques here. I've noticed when you guys have triples and false triples coming straight across, sometimes hits like to come straight across. And there's some key numbers on there that you're going to want to pay attention to, and I want to show you where those are in just a second. Let's talk about false triples. You know how we would look at triples, guys, and we would look at like the numbers, let me use this here, 444, 999. Well, sometimes we get something mixed up, 449 and a 994. That's what we call false triples. Some people don't know about that. Okay, those are false triples. The 9s and 4s are actually the same number, they're just opposite of each other. Okay, so if you come across false triples or mirror numbers, pay attention because you have to know the difference between them. Okay, so make sure you have your mirror numbers. I'm going to jot those down so that you'll have them for yourself. So when we're talking about mirror numbers, we're saying a 0 could be a 5, or 5 could be a 0. A 1 could be a 6, or a 6 could be a 1. A 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. Oop. 3 could be an 8, or 8 could be a 3. Okay, and then a 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. All right, so those are mirror numbers. Pay attention to them. Okay, they may be very, very helpful for you. All right, so we have this false trip, 944. Notice there's a yellow number sitting on top of it, right? Because that's a hit, an actual hit that came out of this chart. Okay, you look at this 637, and it came. Let me see if I have the rest of the chart. It might have taken a couple days. Hold on. It did take a couple days. This is the other chart. I had to extend it out, but not sure if you've seen this. But from this 637 here, and it took a few days, 367 actually hit right here, okay? And it hit January 11th, the nighttime game. Took a few days, but it did hit, all right? So those are some really cool things to pay attention to. Now, the thing was which number going across, and that's what I want to share with you right now, Connecticut. Okay, so I want you guys to pay close attention to your split pairs. You have a 7 on one side and you have a 6 on the other side. Now, whatever you see, the 7, 6, and they're going the opposite way, pay attention to it. You notice how this 7 meets here and this 6 meets here, right? Pay close attention because that's where you got the 637. Nice. Okay, pay attention. Now I'm going to show this to you, but it happened in a mirrored form. Okay, and if you think I'm playing, watch this. We're going to take our eye. We're going to take our eye to 269. Okay, see the 269 right here? There was a false trip 883. So as soon as you noticed it, that could tell you a number is coming straight across. That's why I love triples and false triples. It's just which number. Well, let's go to our pairs. 2 and 9. But you also got to look at your mirrors. So what's the mirror for 2, guys? 7, 4. So this 269 becomes a 714. A lot of people don't understand that after a certain point in the rundown, the numbers are just mirrors. So this 269 becomes a 714. Okay. Now pay attention. Okay. Remember, you're looking for that number to kind of cross itself out. Okay. So if we were looking for its mirror, 2 and 7, right? That's its mirror. 9 and 4. So sometimes it could be the actual number, or sometimes it could be the mirror number. Well, 407, let me show you where that was at. Okay. That 407, it hit as 470 January 12th in the evening. Look at that. Look at that. So 2 easy hits, just if you're using straight triples or false triples, excuse me. The problem is they don't come every day, right? And sometimes it could take them a couple of days to come, but at least you have an idea of what hot numbers could be possible. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to that. Now here's the next pattern. Okay, and I want you guys to pay attention to your key digit numbers. Key digit numbers, depending on the state, but you have a few of them. Let's look at your zeros and your 5s. Okay, so this is what we call key digits, and when I see these, this is telling me a particular pattern for that state can emerge. So zeros and 5s, which happen to be mirrors, could be your friends. Okay, especially if they're on the left side. Why? Because if they may be hits coming straight across that are sitting on top or at the bottom. So pay attention. And there's a trick for it too, so you kind of know to go to the top or the bottom. Hopefully you're seeing it already. So let's look at this. We noticed this 671 gave us a 05. These are key digits. Notice the 740 sitting on top. Okay? All right? Now again, we had that 407 coming for that false trip. So this showed up 2 different times now. 740, 407, and then it finally hit 470 January 12th. Okay? Pay attention. Numbers could travel in your state. All right? Now, the cool thing was what backed up this pattern, okay? The 050 is a false trip, is what we call a wing out, and it's connected right to the hit. So that means that 740 could have been hot, or maybe if you go here, you're going to see its mirrors, 50. Well, what's the number on top of that that's connected to itself? 295. Those would have been the 2 numbers that you might have wanted to carry for a few days. Y'all, this is some powerful stuff. Got to be a little patient with some of this stuff. But when you can train your eye to go to very simple things and you're not stressing about where and how and what's connected, it helps so much. It makes it so much easier to make better decisions if possible, right? Okay. Let's go to the 315 that hit January 9th. Now watch this. You notice the zeros on the left side, those key digits. Well, pay attention to how that 005 connects. The 315 was a repeat number. Y'all, that one, it came as 135 January 10th. Nice. Oh my goodness. So the options here would have been 315, okay, or 860. See what the 55 is? 860 or 315, and you could have held on to that. We're trying to make things as simple as easy. The thing is, sometimes you do need a little bit of patience. Sometimes people want things to come the next draw. I get that. But it depends on what your state is showing you. Sometimes they're right here. They're here. We just have to pay attention. The cool thing is, Connecticut, they're coming straight across the rundown. Okay. Now, we did have a little odd one here. This one didn't have a key digit per se, but it could be. We have a 6-1, but I noticed because this was a mirror in the hit, that could spark on some hits too. So that it sparked of 926, okay, which was 269 here. So pay attention to any doubles or mirrors that are in the hits. If they're connected to a false triple, that may bring on a hit right under it or on top of it if they're connected. Okay, so Connecticut, I hope this was so helpful for you guys. This was so much fun. Give me a thumbs up. I so appreciate that. Share it for those that are in Connecticut, or if you guys are in other states and you see something similar, let me know in the comments. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next video, and we'll enjoy. See you soon.